In this video, I'm walking through the Star Patrol official website from the landing page to support, focusing on what matters for real users. I start at the homepage and evaluate clarity of the Hero section, whether it explains what Star Patrol is in the first few seconds and if the primary call to action is obvious. I check if the navigation is logically grouped, with clear labels for download or play, news or patch notes, roadmap, community, support, and account. I hover over the menu to see if there are deep drop-downs that hide key pages, and I test whether the search bar returns relevant results without requiring exact keywords. I scroll the homepage to see if performance holds up. Images should be optimized, lazy-loaded, and not block interaction. I note layout stability, checking for layout shift when promotional banners load. I try the cookie banner to make sure it respects choices and doesn't reappear after being dismissed. Next, I open Account or Sign Up. I review the sign-up flow for friction, email or single sign-on options, password rules that aren't overly strict, and a clear explanation of verification steps. I value a transparent privacy link and a short summary of data collection. I attempt a mock login to check how errors are displayed and whether rate limits are communicated clearly. If two-factor authentication is offered, it should support authenticator apps and backup codes, not just SMS. I also look for a straightforward way to delete an account and export data, ideally in the profile settings. I move to Download or Launcher. I verify the operating system supported and whether the button detects my OS automatically. I open the System Requirements page to confirm minimum versus recommended specs, GPU and CPU examples, and disk space with room for patches. I check for checksums or signatures for integrity and a plain explanation of the install steps with screenshots. If antivirus flags are common, I expect a troubleshooting note acknowledging that and showing how to whitelist safely. I open news or patch notes. I look for dated entries, a consistent versioning scheme, and clear highlights of gameplay changes versus bug fixes. I appreciate summary bullets at the top and a link to known issues. If rollback instructions exist, they should be easy to find. I then check the roadmap. Items should be time-bounded, labeled as planned, in progress, or shipped, with a disclaimer about changes. Vague promises without dates reduce trust. I visit community or forums. I look for official channels like a forum or Discord invite, visible rules, and a code of conduct. I scan pinned posts to see if developers respond to critical bugs and whether there's a status page for outages. I prefer a searchable knowledge base with categories such as launcher errors, connection issues, purchasing, and account management. I open support. I test the ticket form, checking required fields, attachment size limits, and expected response times. A good page shows live status, known incidents, and self-service refund or cancellation if applicable. I check if the site provides a real contact path for payment problems and whether regional refund policies are clearly stated. I evaluate the store if present. Prices should be visible without creating an account, taxes and regional pricing should be transparent, and the checkout should show accepted payment methods before the final step. Cosmetic items need clear labeling if they are purely visual. Loot box mechanics must disclose odds. Refund policy and time frame should be one click away. I check accessibility. Keyboard navigation for menus, visible focus outlines, adequate color contrast, alt text on images, and captions on embedded videos. I try resizing the page on mobile to verify responsive layouts, tap targets, and that off-canvas menus are scrollable. I inspect performance by observing load times when navigating between pages. A fast site will cache assets and avoid reloading the whole shell. I look at legal pages. The privacy policy should be readable, list processors, retention, and a contact for data requests. Terms should explain moderation, user-generated content, and chargeback handling in plain language. I also check cookie settings for granular control. Many useful links you can find in the description. Honest drawbacks. Some pages feel heavy if Hero videos autoplay without controls. Deep drop-downs can hide crucial links like system requirements. If patch notes are posted irregularly or lack dates, it's hard to trust the cadence of updates. A support page without estimated response windows or a missing status page undermines confidence. If the sign-up forces phone verification without alternatives, that's a barrier. Accessibility gaps like missing alt text or low contrast harm usability. If the store obfuscates total price until the last step, that's frustrating. Performance issues like layout shift when ads or promos load signal optimization work is needed. On the plus side, clear CTAs, visible specs, dated patch notes, and responsive design create a smooth path from curiosity to play. I end by highlighting what works well. Straightforward navigation that mirrors player goals, a clean download flow with verified installers, searchable FAQs with specific error codes, and transparent roadmaps that shipped items. If these elements are consistent across the site, Star Patrol's web experience feels reliable and player-first. If not, those are the priorities to fix to reduce support load and improve trust. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and drop a like to support more in-depth reviews.